Hey everyone, it's Yvonne Emile Elizondo from Silver Moon Astrology, and I hope everybody is doing fine. I think it's Thursday the 24th, and we're having a new moon in Leo. So I thought I would jump on and just share with you some of my thoughts about how this energy can potentially manifest. Um, yeah, I love Leo energy. I was talking about the Leo energy because we also have Mercury retrograde in Leo, and that turned retrograde, a few days ago. So I was chatting about this beautiful, Leo energy. It's fire, it's fixed fire. It likes to sit and just kind of burn and burn and burn and burn. And yeah, so I'm going to show you the chart and I will walk you through how this energy can potentially manifest for you. Now, you do have to keep in mind that, this is a general energy reading, okay? And, a lot of it, a lot of what entails well, let me just try that again. Let's stop sharing. Let me try that again. The way that this energy manifests individually depends a lot on your individual natal chart. Okay, so the energy that I'm sharing with you right now is a very general energy. It can apply to everybody, right? But if you want a really detailed, perspective of how the astrological, energies can manifest or pattern cycles manifesting your chart, then by all means, let's have a consultation because I can point all of that out for you. Okay, let's get started. So here we go. I'm getting more comfortable getting back in the seat. Yeah, I had been gone for a while, right? And I really miss doing this. I miss the astrology, and mostly I miss teaching. So if you enjoy learning about astrology, then I hope you enjoy my videos. If you just want to know about the energy and not really know about how the astrology works, I hope you enjoy my videos too. But I like to take more of a teaching approach. That's how I work with with astrology and my therapy practice. I think it's a great, tool to learn more about ourselves and the cycles that we're encountering and yada, yada, yada. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Here is Leo. Leo is fire energy. And here we have the moon at 2 degrees and 8 minutes. And here we have the sun at 2 degrees and 8 minutes. So again, here we go. We have the alignment. Now, if you will notice something, okay, there is this energy, this line, okay, that is pointing us to Pluto retrograde, okay, in Aquarius, the opposite polarity. Aquarius is fixed air, all right, and this is at 2 degrees and 36 minutes. So they're basically like, I mean, to the degree, right? There's an opposition with this moon. So I'm going to leave it at that for now. Let's talk about this energy and again, how this can show up, right? So it's the heart. It's all about the heart. Um, Leo. Oh my goodness. My daughter has a beautiful friend. Her name is Katie, and Katie is Leo energy. Okay. And again, it's all about the heart. And I love her Leo energy. It is a very, it's, it's that look at me. I'm confident and I'm beautiful and I'm, successful and I'm, me, right? And that really is the Leo energy when it's healthy, right? When it's balanced. Sometimes that Leo energy can get into it's all about me and I'm perfect and I'm never wrong and you have to do what I say and I'm the leader and so that's an unhealthy, Leo energy. But basically the theme of this Leo energy, it is about the heart, okay? It's about authenticity, it's about leadership, success, okay? Leo energy wants to be seen. It wants to be creative. It wants to create in the, in the external world. It's not an internal energy like Capricorn, for example, or Aquarius, where there's like an internalization of the manifestation of how, that Capricorn and Aquarius integrate into the world. Leo is very much about integrating into the world. right? Like there's this energy that goes out and it's going to stay out and you're going to see it and you're going to feel it and you're going to experience it, right? So with this new moon, okay, let's talk about what the new moon really is, and then we'll put it all together. So the new moon is the time when the moon and the sun are in perfect alignment, right? And so we can't see the moon, okay? She's dark. We don't see her. She's there. We just can't see her because, it's being blocked. Her light is not being reflected, right? And so the new moon is a time for really going internal, going within. Now, I just said that Leo is an expressive energy and the new moon is more of an internal energy. That's okay because we can work with both, right? So, this energy that's internal, the new moon, is really a time of introspection. It's a time of, taking a look inside and saying, okay, what do I want to, create this lunar month? What energy do I want to bring into my life? Is there something that I'm missing that I can't see, because the moon is not being lit by the sun's rays? Um, so maybe this is a time to set some really good intentions. Okay, it's not an active energy, right? It's a passive energy. And so maybe this is a time to set some really good intentions, to reflect, to have some introspect, some insight, and say, okay, let's take the themes of Leo, okay, and what do I want to intentionally work with this lunar month? Now, just because it's a lunar month doesn't mean that it's not going to extend past, the lunar times. There's Azul again, getting himself, hey, baby boy. I love him. Anyhow, okay. So, what was I saying? What was I saying? What was I saying? What was I saying? Yes, yes. Getting the. I know some of you are screaming at me right now. You're like, "This is what you were saying." Yes, taking the Leo theme and creating, something with it. Okay, let's put it all together. All right. Um, the theme for this month, this lunar month, is truly going to be about taking a look at your own authenticity, taking a look at the how you are showing up authentically in life. Remember, it's Leo; it wants to show up. And it really is about authenticity. And I keep using that word because it's about being genuine, right? If you know Leos, there's a genuine quality to Leos, a healthy Leo. There's a genuine quality to them, right? And that's part of the charismatic, pull that they have on a lot of us because there's this like just very this is me, right? Okay, sometimes it's like, this is me, and that's okay too. All right. But so this lunar month is really going to be about, exploring your sense of authenticity, okay? But especially in relationships, okay? And this is because Leo likes to be in relationships to others. Now, it doesn't mean that they're codependent. Some can be unhealthy Leos, but this is more of an energy that says, I'm working from the heart because Leo represents the heart, okay, in the zodiac. And it's the quality of how do I integrate with my relationships authentically. Okay, and sometimes that's hard, right? I mean, especially for the younger folks, sometimes it's, some of us elders, my therapist said I'm an elder. Actually, she called me a crone, and I was like, no, I'm not taking that. I will take the elder title, no problem. But sometimes for the young ones, right? It's the journey. Life's the journey of how you integrate into yourself and how you decide to show up in the world and how you decide to in, integrate and connect in relationship with other people. And that doesn't just mean intimate relationships, it's all sorts of relationships, friendships, work relationships, and so forth, right? The other aspect of this is that Leo also is very much about success. It's about independence. It's about leadership, okay, and creativity, amongst other things, right? The Leo energy really represents the fifth house in the zodiac, okay, and that's the house of fun, hobbies, children. Okay, so I don't know how children are fun all the time, but they can be fun, right? Mine was fun ish because wow, she was really a crier when she was younger. But anyhow, so we get back to the creative essence, right? So this is the energy to set forth the essence of like, what do I want to create in my life? What kind of relationships? How do I want to create the vision of myself so that I can, become engaged in, the environment with other people or even with yourself. Okay, this is about taking a look at relationships and finding which relationships are really valuable and which relationships maybe aren't so much valuable, right? And the relationship that's most important, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say this, right? Is with ourselves. So if maybe you don't have a partner, or maybe your relationships seem okay, this may be a time for you to do some self reflection and say, okay, how is my relationship with myself going? Okay. Um, the other aspect of this, and I just had it, and it should have been a thought bubble. God, ADHD. The other aspect of yes, self worth. There we go. Hello. Okay. Self worth. All right. Leo also represents what we value. Okay. And how we value those things or people. Okay. Or relationships or experiences. And this is a really great time to really take a look on this new moon to set maybe the 30-day, well, it's actually 28 and a half, 29 days, the lunar calendar, to let's take a look at your own sense of self-worth, right? Like if you take the calendar and every day you spend some time with yourself saying, okay, did I value myself today? Did I put myself down today? Did I was I successful today? Did I accomplish my goals even though I didn't get everything done? What are my goals? Are my goals important to my self-worth? Like if you do some of that work and every day for this lunar month, just evaluate how you are talking to yourself, how you are perceiving yourself, how you value yourself, right? And it's not so much how other people value you, but it's how you value yourself. Now, this is going to be really important for those Leo energies, whether it's Leo rising, Leo sun, or Leo moon. This energy is going to be very important to you because obviously it's in Leo, but it's also going to have a significant ping on the Aquarius, okay, because Aquarius is also a fixed sign. It's the polar opposite. And then, of course, we have what's the other fixed sign? Scorpio, water, and then Taurus on the other polarity. So these fixed signs are gonna feel this energy more so. Now let's talk about that Pluto energy, okay? Because again, I'm going to show you the chart real quick, okay? Because that Pluto energy is important in the sense that it brings a transformation. Right now, a healed Pluto energy is going to. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, how do I get this? There we go. Okay, so here's the new moon, right? And here is that Pluto retrograde. We're going to come back and talk about Mercury retrograde as well, but for now, we're just going to keep it at that. Let me just stop sharing. Okay, so that Pluto energy is very much about toppling things down. Okay, Pluto represents transformation. When it's in retrograde, it can be a force to be reckoned with. All right, there's an internal quality, okay, to Pluto retrograde. So the breakdown of relationships could happen, the breakdown of communication, especially now with Mercury retrograde, right? But this is more a like let me break this down so that you can get to the foundation of maybe where you're lacking self-worth, or maybe where maybe you're not working authentically from the heart, or maybe this relationship is just maybe not the best relationship to jump into right now. Okay, so Pluto is can be a huge troublemaker. Oh my God, I am lucky I survived my Pluto to Mercury transit because it was rough, but Pluto can be but if you're working on healing, okay, and if you're working on the positive polarity of Pluto, uh, it can be a very transformative time for you, right? So maybe this is a time where you want to be a leader, you want to step into your value and your worth, you want to be successful, all right? Pluto's going to go in there and show you exactly what you need to do to either get rid of stuff or bring stuff in or change stuff so that you can step into that vision of who you want to become. And Leo is a very visionary quality, okay? Like the fire signs are, Aries and Sagittarius. Leo can have this visionary quality as well. So again, this is about what you want to become or who you want to become. It's not what, who you want to become. Okay, now let's talk about that Mercury retrograde in Leo. Again, I said this in my Mercury retrograde video, but in case you didn't, have an opportunity to watch that, this is really Mercury retrograde again is a time to reevaluate, reanalyze, rethink, reconsider, all of that stuff, right? So, in order for us to be able to do that, there has to be a pause of some sort. There has to be delays. There has to be, some missing miscommunication, misunderstandings. All right. So this you put these all together, right? And this can definitely be a catalyst for like really taking a look at how you are integrating with the world, right? Um, yeah. So, what do I expect from this moon? Well, I expect to set intentions for, I really am looking to create and engage in my own therapy practice. I mean, like me as a therapist. Well, me as a client too, right? Like in my own therapy, right? How I can use different tools to help modify how I show up authentically with people as a therapist, right? So I guess what am I? How am I saying this? I I'm checking myself to make sure that I am showing up authentically and truly using all of the tools that I can with my clients because it's important to me because I love what I do, right? So for me, this new moon is going to be about, okay, am I valuing, myself as an individual? Am I, showing up authentically within my relationships, my friendships, my clients? And uh, how can I create, a space, a therapeutic space to help engage my clients and help them on their healing journey, right? That would be like my own interpretation of the intentions I would like to set, right? But it could be anything, right? Leo is the fun energy too. Okay, so maybe this is an opportunity for you to recognize that you've been working, working, working. I know, Julie. I know. I love you. Okay, because she's always telling me you need to go on vacation. And I know I need to go on vacation. I know I need to go on vacation. Okay. But yeah, maybe this is a time where you just want to go and have fun, be creative, right? Start some new projects, maybe some artwork. Okay. Working with fire energy, please be safe when you use fire as an element because, fire is fire. Maybe it's an opportunity to start a new spiritual practice. Like I'm always saying about spiritual practice, and please know it's not a religious practice necessarily. Hey, if you want it to be, that's fine. But spirituality is about how you take care of your spirit, right? So those things that you do to help take care of your spirit. But more importantly, this is about really working from the heart, okay? And are you connected to your heart? And how are you connecting to your heart? And how is your heart connecting to other people's hearts? So, uh, some crystals that I enjoyed during this time obviously are going to be pink rose, quart, blah, pink quartz, aka rose quartz. Okay. The other one that I like to use is red jasper. Okay. I love the fire of red jasper. There's just this energizing quality to red jasper. If you have any red jasper, that would be great. And I also just work with clear quartz, okay? Because I like clear quartz with this fire energy because it amplifies, okay? Just be careful not to over amplify. Do I use magic during this time period? No, not necessarily. Again, the new moon is a more introspective time for me, but if it works for you, it works for you. Some herbs that I like to really work with during this time are rosemary. Okay, always keep rosemary by your front door. Yes, we do. We have rosemary by the front door. We also have a broom and other stuff. And the other one that I like to work with is peppermint. Okay, peppermint is super energizing during this time if you want to create something and get it started very quickly. Okay, peppermint is a good one. And cinnamon, okay, as well can be a really great fire energy creative starter. So that is it. Okay, the new moon, set your intentions, write them out. Okay, put a little bit of those herbs that I just talked about. And if you have maybe even just a crystal quartz, fold it in three because that's what we witchy gals do. We fold them in three and then put the crystal on top. And especially if you have pink rose, put it on top, let it sit for the whole, lunar cycle, the 30 days. Okay, you can set the intentions. Or if you want to release the intentions on the new moon, we can talk about that as well. But I like to let it sit there and just marinate for 30 days. And then, we already set the intention. But if you want to burn it, you're more than welcome to burn it as well. So, all right, everyone, that is it. Thank you for watching. If you watched all the way to the end, to this moment right here, right now, this is being mindful in this moment. And you can find me at silvermooncounseling.org. However, I am still working on the website, so bear with me. But if not, you can reach me here, or you can email me, okay, at info @silvermooncounseling.org. That is info@silvermooncounseling.org. And that is it, my peoples. My peoples. Uh, Anything else? I'm telepathic. I can hear your thoughts. Wouldn't that be like scary if we could just totally hear each other's thoughts? I mean, all of the thought bubbles that would be popping up, like you would be able to. Yeah, never mind. Anyhow, all right, everyone. Take care. Blessed be. Have a great, what is it? New moon in Leo. Bye.